actually in Ventura, which is just north of Los Angeles. And there's a dichotomy here. I'm actually by the beach, just behind me, but I also am by a freeway full of cars and trains going by. It's kind of crazy. So I've got the freeway and the trains, and I've got this piece here. So that sort of brought me to what I wanted to share with you today. 3 important things about art and being creative and making. See, you can hear the sirens. It's crazy. 3 important things I wanted to share with you today. One is, and I'll dive into them. One is about enjoying making art and why you should make art, and what the purpose is for making art. 2 is about the journey and how we should deal with the journey. And 3 is always what I always touch on is success. How can we see success in this dichotomy that I'm about to share? So we were walking up the beach with my kids yesterday, and we came across these beautiful sculptures. They were actually rocks that were balanced on top of each other. There was a rock, and then a rock, and then a rock, and a rock, and it was almost inconceivable how these rocks could balance. It was like impossible. I went up to them and I thought, is there glue holding these rocks together? And there wasn't. I mean, literally, if you push them, they would fall over. So what we tried to do is we sat around them and we tried to figure out how are these rocks made. Well, we eventually discovered that a homeless person builds these sculptures every day. He puts each rock on top of each other and he balances them in such a zen kind of way. It's amazing. And then obviously, because it's so close to the ocean, they're going to topple over with the waves at some point, or the wind will blow them, or someone will knock them down. But they're just for the day. They're actually just made for the moment, which made me think about these 3 things. We live in a time of turbulence. We have the freeway and the trains in our lives. We have distraction. We have so many things going on. And we have to find those cracks in between, which is the waves and the ocean. And sometimes you have to find that balance in between, that dichotomy, every day on a daily basis, in between our lives. Making art can be just for art's sake. We've heard that saying before, art for art's sake. Just like these sculptures. Think about, number 1, when you create your art or your music or your writing or whatever you do creatively, think about it as being something that you do just for the sake of art, rather than some material goal that's always wrapped around it. 2, think about success as success on your own terms, that's defined by you, because if you think about a Grammy or a #1 hit or other notions of success, then those definitions will change, just like the tide will take away the sculptures. Definitions need to be set by you that you can control on a daily basis for your art. So maybe making that art is just so at the end of the day, you can look back and go, hey, I built that sculpture, isn't that beautiful? And that is success right there. Which leads me to the 3rd notion of enjoying the journey. To really enjoy that art making, that music making, that dance, that story you write, whatever that is. Craft and art is all about aesthetics and beauty. Like these sculptures were so beautiful to us, but they're momentary. They can go at any time. One of my artist clients, Terry, wrote to me on Facebook today when I posted a picture, and he said, I'm reading my phone, he said, we walk up there almost every day. We've learned to enjoy the sculptures and let go, because eventually a high tide will bring them down. But they keep getting rebuilt. It's a cycle, and it's wonderful. And I really, really agree with Terry on that it is the cycle of life. So go out there and create something today. Make it really wonderful and loving, and share it with the world. And be okay that that's all you do for the day, that is what you make, that's the success. The success right there is just making it, and then letting go and letting the universe take care of what happens next. It's not trying to control the outcome, or that it has to be successful on these certain terms. Just enjoy it, let it go to the world. If you're a performer and you're on stage, just perform for the sake of performing. Don't worry about what people are thinking out there in the audience, or who's going to buy your CD, or who's going to help you do this or that. Just perform because you love it. If you write songs, write because you love writing. If you dance that and do that pirouette because you just love doing that turn. If you're an actor, do that play because it speaks to you and you're passionate about it. If you're a writer, write that page or that book or that journal, whatever that makes you happy, first and foremost, enjoying that moment, enjoying it because you love it so much. And then let it go to the world, let's see what happens. And in that frenzy, that dichotomy of life, the busy and the calm, the trains, the freeway and the beach, the distractions and the moments, enjoy the journey in